Do you have phlegm?
I do.
Ew.
Shut up. Shut up.
Can I see your nails?
Mm-mm.
Can I ask you some...
I really thought you were going to say something else. Can I ask you to, like, what? Sure, you like anything in your mouth, don't you? Why are you so silent on that?
I don't like people knowing.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Offbeat Reactions. My name is Kimmy.
And my name is Guns, and if you guys are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you guys get notified every time we put up a video, which is every
Monday through Friday. So today we're reacting to a movie trailer. Well, it's like a teaser, right?
Yeah, it's a teaser.
Okay. And it's new, from what I heard. So it's called Disco Raja. Right? Did I say it right? Raja? And it's with Ravi Is it Teja or Teja?
Ravi Teja.
Ravi Teja.
Ravi
Okay,
Teja.
And it's Nabha Natesh, right?
Nabha Natesh.
And is it Payal Rajput or Rajput? And Tanya Ho. And is it V Anand?
V Anand is the director.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's get into this.
Yes.
I'm done with the fucking crap. Medicine is changing the very nature of nature.
మనం ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేయకూడదని ఇండియన్ కౌన్సిల్ ఆఫ్ మెడికల్ రీసెర్చ్ ఆల్రెడీ వార్నింగ్ ఇచ్చింది.
వీడైతే no records, no reports, no relatives, zero risk. We are going to be gods.
They're dancing with them.
This looks fun.
Yeah, it's very interesting too.
You know what? I have to say, this is my first view of sci-fi. In general, like from any Indian cinema, this is my first time seeing sci-fi. Have you ever seen sci-fi?
In Indian cinema?
Yeah. Right now, as of now, this is my first exposure.
Have I seen anything sci-fi in Indian cinema? I watched this movie. It's a Hrithik Roshan movie. I think so, because 2000s. It's from the 2000s. A Hrithik Roshan movie. And it had to do with aliens. So yeah, sci-fi I've watched.
You did.
Sci-fi I've watched.
That's cute.
This movie is releasing on the same day as Panga. On January 24.
Yes.
So this
Telugu. Yep.
So this is is it the first Telugu science fiction movie?
Well, for me, of course, this will be my first.
Yeah.
I've seen
Well,
this.
Telugu wise, yeah, I would say it's my first sci-fi movie too.
It's so limited. Since it's a teaser, it's very limited. But okay, well, the only hint I got is the fact that it's in medical research. So I'm just wondering if they incubated him intentionally for how many years? Because he was under in an incubator.
So there wasn't much to read up on it, but so we know that V Anand, he is an architect and he became a filmmaker.
It's so cool when I read that.
I think that's
very commendable.
interesting.
No, it's very commendable.
Yeah.
The fact that you can take your career and go a complete different path. But in a way, for me, architect takes a lot of creativity.
Yeah, and it takes a bit of discipline too.
Not even discipline, but then I know a teacher used to go to college purely for architect. My goodness, she said you have no sleep. So I think it develops such a detailed mind where I think you need research. It took an intense amount of research just to do this film. So,
but isn't architects a bit more structured creatively, isn't it?
It is structured creatively, but it depends on what kind of architect. If it's like actually making like the building, it's a lot of math and highly detailed for each angle. Like, oh my god, when I saw someone do it, I'm like, I cannot take that field.
One of the articles I read, it wasn't really much of an article. It was
like a discussion almost.
Yeah,
right?
one site read that it's a time travel comedy. We read that V Anand did a lot of research. He did a lot of extensive research on sci-fi.
And we also read that he possibly can be playing multiple characters. We don't know.
Yeah, we're not
maybe.
sure. And we're talking about Ravi Teja, that he might be playing multiple characters. But the whole butterfly thing, because it's a scientific fiction film. I'm wondering if the butterfly, because they showed it twice. You know what? If you look at it this way, right? If you look at this. Look, you see this? Yeah. It says rewind, forward, play, and kill. So it makes me think of time traveling. But it also makes me think of butterfly effect, not only because of the words, but because of the actual butterfly. I'm wondering if it is significant to if it's symbolizing the actual butterfly effect.
I love the concept butterfly effect. And
so if anyone doesn't know, the butterfly effect is the concept that any small change that takes place affects things around it, which in turn affect things around them, eventually resulting in a changed world.
So I mean, one little thing can turn to a big
that it can have a larger impact of change.
But you know what? I like the fact that was a hint in the poster and advertising with the butterfly. Yeah. And I don't know.
What if that chamber thing that he's in, that incubation
I think so.
chamber, what if that is his way of time traveling?
That's what I'm thinking. What if that's how they put a research on him, just to try and time travel like ahead or behind the past? Like, we don't know. But
he probably travels back and forth. If you're gonna time travel,
Because in the beginning, his first lines was cursing. It's like, I'm so tired of this. I'm just
tired of this crap.
I'm wondering what he's so tired of. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of action and violence in there. So I'm just wondering if he needs to use that to stop something from happening, or maybe to get his revenge on someone, or if it's a project to get someone, specifically they're targeting someone.
See, I feel like if it was just a simple revenge story, wouldn't it be just him?
I mean, it doesn't have to be just him. He can have a team to back him up, to help him with the time travel. Yeah. Because it looks like they're monitoring him when he's incubated. Mm-hmm. It could be that he's the only one that can go through it. Maybe they can't send multiple people, so he's the only one that can go forward or, back in time. And he has to kill. Clearly.
Yeah, we'd have to watch the movie to know more about it. It looks like a
very interesting movie, though, because it'll be my first introduction. That part was the best. It was freak out. Oh, that was the best part. I was like, oh, okay, there's a twist in this. It is comedy.
Yeah. So here's a question for you. If you could time travel, would you go back into the past, or would you go into the future?
I always thought about this, and I think oh my god. I'm so scared. I wonder if I need to go into the... I don't know if I want to go in the future or not, because what if the future is so terrible? Because like you said, in the past, if I change something, can you imagine what my future... It would be completely different.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, damn. Would I do that? You know what? Maybe I'll go into the future.
Why would you want to go into the future? What do you want to see?
I just want to see...
How many years into the future would you want to go?
I don't want to go that crazy. I think I just want to go maybe, max, I'll do 10 years. But even that, maybe I'll just do 5 years. I don't want to do 10. I'm so scared what I'm going to look in 10 years. I'm so scared what I'm going to look like 10 years. But I think in 5 years, I want to go there. I know it's short, but I just want to see how far I progress within that small time span. And this is going to play with so much fire. And let's say it's disappointing my next 5 years if I go into the future. I want to come back to where I went to the future. Like, let's say if I went today, I go in, I want to come back today and then try to rewrite it. So that future doesn't happen.
Because if you're going into the back and you try to fix even one thing,
right,
it's gonna change. It's gonna have effect on your present. See? And if you go into your future and then come back, you're gonna make a change regardless. To change your future.
See, that's what I want. I'm like, maybe I can make a good change. Who knows? But I'm going to take that risk. Let's just try taking that risk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Would you do it?
For the longest time, I've always wanted to go into the past because, obviously you want to fix certain things that you've done, or people have, you want to fix a lot of the events that have taken place that could have been traumatizing or anything, just like a grave mistake or anything that could have happened, But I'd rather go into the future because if I go into the past, it's going to change who I am today. And I feel like I needed those experiences to be who I am today. If I go into the past and I change something, imagine I'm like a complete if I come back into the present now, you know, and I'm
Imagine you don't have me anymore.
Exactly. I think I would regret going into the past because the same people that are in my lives now that matter so much to me, what if they're not in my life anymore?
That's so scary.
What if my relationship with my brother changes? You know, what if we're not close? Exactly. But going into the future, I want to know if robots really do take over. I want to know if we ever find out about aliens. You know, like, I want to go, like, really, really into the future. What if, like, I go into the future and it's, like, the end of the world day? Well, then I'm like, I'm going to go back into the present.
I love how she thinks so big. You know what I was thinking? What if I'm broke?
You were thinking of...
What if I'm broke? I'm going to change my future so I'm broke. I'm like,
See, to me, going into the future just to see myself is like I don't find myself important enough to want to know what's going on in my life.
I find myself important because I need to take care of myself. I'm like, screw everyone. But
my interest about going into the future is more about, do robots take over? Did we ever discover the aliens? Or, you know, are people living on Mars yet? And stuff like that. Like, I want to see if we got into that point, you know?
Like a big perspective minus one.
Yeah, like, mine is to think about where the world is at that point. Not me. I'm way too insignificant for me to care about what I'm doing in the future.
Wow, that's so mean. You know what?
I feel like I'm going to be doing the same shit I always... Taking a shit, eating, having animals around me.
You know what? I was
being friends with my friends.
I was thinking about you and me. I just want to see where you and I are and then how...
Oh yeah, no. The first thing I'm going to go do is to see if you and Irene are still in my lives.
I'm going to check up on her in the future.
I'm going to see if I'm still alive.
No, you know what's crazy? I'm going to check if this is the same address that she...
If this is the same address I'm living at in the future, that is just sad.
And then, you know, I'm going to come back to this present. I'm going to be like, guns, we're going to have to change our future right now. You cannot be here for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I want to go into the future, not the past. There's no point on going into the past.
No, let's just see
your past shapes who you are. It's there for a reason, you know.
Absolutely.
So leave it in the past. Future is far more interesting to go into.
That's
you
what
know.
I'm saying.
But yeah, I'm
excited for this movie.
I'm excited for the trailer to come out because I want to know more. I want to know if the butterfly effect thing is, you know, if they are concentrating on that as you know, because the whole butterfly thing seemed very symbolic to the butterfly effect, and seeing him in an incubation chamber and everything, it kind of like gives these small hints, you know?
You know what I'm excited about? To see that freak out moment.
Freak out! Freak out! Freak out!
It's so great. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you have any more recommendations, maybe more sci-fi related, please comment down below, and until then, we'll see you next time.
Bye. Should've just gotten me a dildo. I want to go to this area.
I want you to edit that in and see if anyone ever watches it towards the end.